The whole cast was amazing. So we early on, one of the big pieces that we kind of mentioned is we knew that if we couldn't cast this girl, it was going to just be dead in the water, right? The project wasn't going to work. And we put out a casting call on Backstage because we knew we had to kind of do something big and large and kind of get as much as we could. And we found this girl, Ava, who was from Texas, and she blew us away in the audition. And I mean, like, it was insane. And it was night, and we had thousands of submissions, and it was like night and day over everyone. She just, it was the funniest thing too, because on set, Ava is like this happy, she's running around, she's smiling, she doesn't stop smiling, she's making jokes, she's talking, she's laughing, she's like the most fun. And then the second that she's got to get ready into character, it's just snap, she's into it. And she's like a different person. And then, they yell cut, and she's back to being all smiley and running around. And it was crazy because a lot of it was just having to sit down and talk with her like she's a person, right? From a directing standpoint, it was just like, how can I let you understand this and not scare her? Because that was another thing, obviously, with her mom. We had talked about, we don't want to scare her, and she's 9, right? So, we want to kind of hint at these heavy themes, but it's how can we hint at these heavy themes by making them more approachable? So that was kind of the process that I took was, always make her feel like she's on the level of everyone else here, even though she is the youngest, and because she is the pro, right? Like, I'm not the one, she's the pro. So she just did an incredible job. And same with Russell, who's James. He did so awesome. Just like, he's actually from South Carolina, and he came in with this like perfect British accent. He kind of came late to the whole auditioning process, and he was just so like cool and calm, and he knew the character. And that was what they both did. They both just knew who they were as a character, so that when we were on set, it was less about, hey, let's try it this way. It was, it was talking character, and it was talking the mental process, and how can we extract that onto the camera. The little boy actually is my brother, Wyatt. And it was kind of funny because he had never acted before, and I was a little bit nervous. And when we got on set, I was like, listen, like, Wyatt, you sure you're okay? He only has one line, but I was like, you sure you're okay with this? He's like, no, I got it. And he's a big history buff. And he turned around, and the first take, he nailed it. Like, the perfect accent, everything. And I was like, oh man, I was not expecting that. So we really lucked out having just incredibly good talent. And I think 90% of directing is casting, right? If you can cast the right people on set, you're just directing the movement, right? You're directing the action, you're directing the movement, the cadence of everything, and you're playing, right? You're experimenting. I feel like sometimes being a director, you're a miner, right? You're mining the raw materials to create something amazing. And as a director, you want to show up in the mine with all the tools. And if you have the right tools, it's easy. And I think having that cast just made it easy.